This is a Normal Nerds podcast where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cercia.
And I'm your host who wished if he got punched hard enough, he'd lose like 100 pounds. Davis Bates.
This episode is our weekly anime/manga review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds podcast. Oh, oops. All right, David.
Hey, yo. We back again. This time, actually, with another...
We got manga this time.
With manga this time, too, yeah. Pumped for that.
Sunday recording, which is nice.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
That does mean no football, but the Super Bowl's next Sunday. No one cares.
Yeah, really, no. It sucks. That's going to be such a boring... That's going to be such a boring Super Bowl.
Yeah, no one cares at all. But we're here to review anime and manga. One manga, specifically One Piece. Where we might have to be careful because we might have, out of the 5 anime we're reviewing, might be just as long as our One Piece talk at the end of this.
Yeah, because it was a crazy friggin' chapter.
The amount of One Piece we talk is almost, we could be called Normal Nerds podcast, where we talk about, what was the opening? Two very normal dudes talking about very dirty stuff, and where else feel like talking about? And One Piece.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we talked a lot of One Piece.
A lot of One Piece. Well, it is the greatest anime show of our time.
Great show.
Great show. Yeah.
Great show of all time. But so let's hop into it because we got a lot. We got. Let's speed hop into
Let's
it.
Let's speed all the way to the One Piece.
Let's not speed today because there's a lot of good episodes. There's a lot. There's a lot of episodes that are like they can be rushed. Don't need to be super deep dived into. I thought Zenshu was very good.
I got what I wanted out of it finally.
It was really good, and obviously Solo Leveling. But let's hop right into it. All right, Solo Leveling season.
It is Solo Leveling season 2.
Yep.
Very, very good episode. Another classic story of a bunch of adventurers hunters get in above their head, and our boy just bails them out again. Kind of.
He's gonna bail them out.
He's gonna bail them out. What are you talking about?
I will say, so I thought it was so funny the opening where they're like, "Please be a miner. Oh, you're so good at it." And he's like, "No." They're like, "We'll pay you like 5 times." He's like, "All right."
Yeah, it's like, I'll come back for one more day.
But what a stupid procedure this is. They're going to like an A ranked, or was it a B ranked dungeon? Or
it was an A ranked dungeon.
Yeah. And this like crew is like, "We need someone to carry our stuff." What is his rank? He's like E. They're like, "Perfect." I was like, I feel like an A ranked dungeon you should take
at least like a C to carry your shit.
Least.
Like, I don't know what the power scaling stuff is in this world exactly.
Still, I know they did think the dungeon was going to be easier, and then they were surprised. But I do like the leader guy because they were like, "We should turn around," and he's like, "We should."
Well, when he picked our boy there up because he saw he was E rank, it's like, "I want you." I was like, okay. There's gonna be another situation, and then Jinmu, like another situation where they're trying to like murder an E ranker, and then Jinmu was talking about like, I'm getting the vibes like that last time I went to a dungeon with people like this, and then it turns out so far these guys are pretty chill, and that's great.
Well, yeah, I mean the vibes he was getting was from the double dungeon.
Oh, that was another thing. Yeah. Anyways, I got the vibes.
Situation
I got the vibes. It was another one of those situations.
Yeah, I didn't get those vibes.
I got those vibes.
I got the
vibes.
vibes.
You saw E rank, and it's like, I want you. It's like.
I did think that was weird.
Yeah.
I did think that was really weird because there was just no reason for that. And
but it seems like maybe he just wants to show him, like, maybe he wants them a good chance to make real money.
Yeah, maybe. This guy does seem nice.
He does seem like a hero type.
He does seem like he would like put himself in the way to sacrifice himself for the party.
Exactly, yeah. And he did pretty much say like, Jinmu, you're gonna leave here if we engage the big boss.
Yeah, which is nice because pretty much every other hunter that he's gone with, besides like his buddy there, it's always been like there's always been dicks. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to actually get like, oh yeah, this crew seems nice.
They seem okay. They seem pretty
the
cool.
The one hot chick who's barely wearing anything, who's a mage with like fire stuff, should keep her around.
Pretty great. The monk girl too, also not wearing anything. Pretty hot.
Yep. Keep it around. The one girl who noticed Jinmu's speed ability.
That one got me. It was like, oh, look at this. Someone has caught on to our friend doing stuff. I did actually really like that. I like that. I do enjoy that while he is insanely overpowered, his abilities still exist in the frame of the world. Mm-hmm. So like she knew what he was using. She knew he was using stealth. That's what he was using. Yeah. So it was like, it's very good. It's cool to know that he's playing the same game. He's just doing it better than everybody right now with system assistance, which is nice.
That's a good point. Yeah, I do like that a lot. I do just enjoy that he was like, like, I guess I gotta step in here,
help these guys out.
However, like, what happened outside of that?
So he was mining. And then he walked into the mine guys that day, and he got like a flashback of his original party, that he went to the double dungeon with.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, that's nice. And he felt good. I felt good for our boy for seeing that. And then
the only thing happened outside
he talked to his waifu.
Yes.
In the beginning.
Oh yeah, right in the beginning he talked to her.
Yeah. Talked to her, and he doesn't smell like a regular hunter.
He smells good.
Smells good.
Yeah, that's what it is. For some reason, she thinks all hunters smell bad, but he smells good. Which is very interesting. There's definitely
something to do with him being a player properly.
Yeah, like, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly, but
now she's like super interested in him.
Yeah,
and like asked around, and they're like, oh, other people are asking for him too. And she's like, what? There was a little scene there.
Yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
And then I pretty much just like all the dungeon, right? Then nothing else happens.
Pretty much, there's all the dungeon. The orc battle was sick.
Yeah,
this party
another sentient like hierarchical like they have their own like tribe order system thing, which is interesting, just like the elves. So
yeah, exactly.
Very interesting.
Yeah, but then like a very strong. They seem stronger than the elves, obviously though.
Definitely.
Yeah, by a lot. I thought it was.
I don't know. We'll see, because I'm interested to see how. It's apparently this is a huge fight in the manhwa.
Nice.
This like orc leader thing who looks crazy awesome.
Yeah. All of his generals look sick too.
Yeah, I wonder who he fights. I mean, Jinwoo's gonna fight him, because I remember Jinwoo was like, he said he couldn't beat the elf unless him and Egress alone couldn't beat the elf.
Yeah. So Iron's gonna do something.
So I wonder how strong this guy is compared to the elf. So he's got to be stronger, probably, obviously, because like
but this is what he's commanding right now.
It'd be stupid if he.
I don't think the elf could cast a barrier on the portal out.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That thing was sick. When I saw, I will say, when it was like a couple episodes before, we got the red portal and the blue portals, and now we got purple portals. Yeah. I was like, what is this one gonna do now? Like, we're just gonna keep changing the color on me.
Purple.
Yeah,
because they were just like, oh, we love Gojo so much.
In fact, yeah, exactly. So I was actually when the orc, it threw me off when the orc boss started talking through his orc minion. I was like, the fuck is this?
Oh, that was cool.
Then we got to see him, but
he looks badass.
The hole they walked into. The design on this show is pretty awesome. Like just that hole.
Right when he walked, I was like, oh. Yeah. I was like, first of all, if I walked in there and I saw Jinwoo and he was like, I'd be like, this guy's not an E rank. Yeah, because I just shit my pants.
Yeah. So what?
I'm just really interested to see how common this is.
That all this happens.
Like intelligent people, because they didn't seem like that spooked about like going.
Yeah.
So I feel like this might be normal.
Maybe
for like high rank people.
Yeah, maybe that's a good point. Yeah, the sentient monsters.
Yeah, they just didn't seem like they were that surprised.
When they went into the red portal, Jinwoo was like, I don't want to fight sentient monsters. So it must be a more common of a thing.
Maybe.
Unless he's just going off of the Egress fight. Because like, why would he just like, why would he think? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I don't know. Either way, most of this was just them fighting.
Yeah, this show wins the award for the season of when you just flip the table when the credits pop up.
Yeah.
You're like, no!
No. Well, yeah, I gotta wait a whole week to see what that skeletal boy is gonna, or that orc skeleton guy is gonna say. No.
They do that. Like, episode ends, you're like, that was only 20 minutes? What?
I know. This party has some neat powers, too. I really enjoy watching the A-ranks do their thing. The dude just summoned, with the lamplight, summons like 2 knights, and they did absolutely nothing.
I know.
It's my strongest spell.
I know. And all I thought was like, man, he's really going to feel so small when Jinwoo whips out his entire army.
Yeah.
That guy's going to be like,
oh, I'm useless. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, his flames going to get a little dimmer. That's going to be quite interesting. But other than that, their tank is sick, too.
Oh, yeah, he's cool.
The guy in the red.
Smart, too.
Awesome. Yeah,
really
fantastic.
Good.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a cool arc, I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right, let's move on to Shangri-La Frontier Season
2. What a fun episode.
Oh, yeah.
Was I currently like that so much happened in this episode and so much didn't, because a lot of this episode was just set up for everything else.
Yeah, really.
I don't know which storyline I'm more excited for though right now.
The outside world gaming one?
The outside world gaming one, or this Colossi. Currently, I really want to see our trio back together, so I'm kind of pumped for the outside world gaming thing.
Because that's the start of the episode. When that happened, I was like, what a genius idea. I was like, oh my god, to see them like play a video game all together in person,
that'd be great as a team again. That'd be so cool.
I like how Pentagon was like, he's like, he'll have to owe us, so obviously I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, that was great. Oh yes, I think that might be the arc. Man, I don't know. I'm such a lore nut though. No, I think that might be the arc. I'm really
fond of that. It's also something I didn't know I needed.
Yeah,
until it happened.
That's true. Especially since this arc, it seems like the Colossi arc, we're not going to get Pencilgon and Okatsu.
No, we're not going
to come back into it, which is like, it is fine. That's okay. Yeah. There'll be other adventures for them to do. They have a lot to do still, but you know, I think I've said it before, is that like this show is complete when the trio is together.
Yeah, they are great together. Yeah.
So I'll be really excited for that whole.
When the captain came in, I was laughing hysterically
every single second of it.
Yes.
Every single
and he's just
second.
And he's just like, and then when Sunraku gives like the story of that brat in another video game, which sounded terrible,
horrible.
I was like, oh my god, what a great D&D character.
You have enough of those. You have enough of those.
I don't have like any of those. Name one in this current campaign.
In this current campaign,
yeah.
Can't even. Does the guy that keeps screwing us over? That is it Silas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I just love the brats like laugh and just like vigor.
Yeah,
it's like the most atypical Shonen character ever. He's just like, string bean.
That was really good. And when he walked in too, and they were like, because I thought it was Sunraku. It's like, this is the messenger. Excellent.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
That's the captain. And Sunraku was like, what?
I know. It was so great. I love the scene where when he walks into the tavern and Rust and Mold there are like
beating the shit out of
and then
everybody.
Rust immediately just thinks he's like an NPC because I mean I don't know why, but like
I don't know why either, because Rust is an idiot
and goes to punch him, but then there's just a scene of a mule floating in the air for no reason. Animator's like ee! And I was like, a mule's great.
A mule is it's fantastic. All the bunnies are.
A mule's we had hiding.
Yeah.
Oh, when he said bye to her brother.
Yeah, it's like boxes do not talk.
Yeah, no. It's like fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, that was.
I was glad Cyber Zero and we're never Ninja Girl.
Yeah, Ninja Girl.
Her name isn't like.
It's an actual Japanese. It's an actual Japanese thing. I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
When they popped up, I was not expecting that.
I was not either.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe in the barrels. Maybe in the barrels, I was thinking maybe they would have the trio somehow, but I did not expect Cyber Zero, not fully healed, and Ninja Girl to pop back up, Naruto Girl to pop back up there. Like, I did not expect that at all, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
This is going to be so much fun.
Wasn't it so cool the way Cyber Zero got out of the barrel? Just like, but it just stood up. Yeah, I was really pumped about that too. Yeah, I think that was... I was just like, oh, okay, at least those guys are back.
Yeah.
Because like Rust and Mold are good.
Yeah,
but they're not that.
They're not that good. Rust and Mold they're fun characters, but they are. I feel like there's not going to be a lot
individual arc characters. They're going to be around for an arc and then they're going to be gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll go back to Hollow or whatever, or they'll go play with robots.
The
Nephilim Hollow.
Yeah,
or they go play with robots. Like I think they're characters that are important. How do I explain this? They form one character together, as opposed to them being individuals. Like, it's Rust and Mold. It's not Cyber Zero is Cyber Zero, and then is in a party with Sunraku. Mm-hmm. Rust and Mold are always going to be Rust and Mold.
That's true.
And because they need each other to balance. Otherwise, Rust is annoying, and Mold is just a bitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah.
I'm not hating on these characters. They're awesome.
Oh, no, they're great characters.
They're going to be super funny. I'm just saying I've seen these anime characters before, and there's like, this is the depth you get out of them. Like, what you see is what you have. So I'm really Cyber Zero coming back in and Naruto Girl are gonna be great.
Yeah, and like this show is just like makes me so jealous how detailed it is, like how like nerd out it is. Like when like Captain Stewed or whatever his name is like he killed my pop because there's a skeleton ship that takes people, they sacrifice them to the great like I can't remember what they call the Colossi or something, like the great like
abyss. It's a great abyss.
The great abyss. And I was like, that's such a cool storyline.
Uh-huh.
That's such a cool hook.
Yeah, it is.
Like if I was playing a game or something, like I'd be like, oh, I gotta go do that.
And that ghost ship looks awesome too. With the innkeeper's like whale or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Well, no, his ship is
his is something cool. The one they're going to.
The Crimson Whale is his ship.
Yeah, but the one they're going to is the innkeeper something.
Yes. I don't know. They were all cool.
I don't know.
They were all cool, and I was like, thank God They're doing CGI better in anime because I would have hated this because for some reason the boat was CGI the entire time even though it wasn't moving.
But it was also like wickedly detailed.
It was, but it was just really weird that his boat was CGI and it wasn't moving.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what that was.
I was like, okay, maybe.
Maybe
They're just getting used to it. Like they're like, hey, this is gonna be CGI.
Yeah, because I think the Great Abyss is gonna be CGI too, like the tentacles.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean the water is CGI. Everything.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be a CGI heavy fight, but like it doesn't really matter. As we talked before, it doesn't really matter in Shangri-La Frontier.
It doesn't matter because he's always animated. I think I have more of a problem with like humanoids animated.
Yeah,
like characters animated. Like they did it a few times in Attack on Titan season 4. Like sometimes the Survey Corps are like animated and it's just like,
oh yeah,
not animated, CGI
when they're moving
CGI.
around usually.
Yeah, I don't like when people are CGI. That's when it's like it just throws it. Because the way CGI characters move is weird.
Yeah, it's blocky and bulky. It's like not natural. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know, dumb. Attack on Titan, dumb.
Attack on Titan season 4, dumb.
Season 4 is super dumb.
Yeah,
super dumb. Anytime you do any kind of action, anything, they switch to CGI.
That's horrible. Yeah. After some of the best animation ever.
I know, it's the worst thing ever. But beyond that, I think that's the gist of the episode. Loved when Legagon's Mark was terrifying every NPC, including cool. Stude there. Or is it Stud?
It's Stude.
I don't know if it's probably Stude then.
It's definitely, it's got to be Stude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, it's hard because sometimes when they pronounce words that are like names and stuff, I'm like, okay, that's not how I would pronounce it.
Yeah.
It's like a classic like thing. It's like Sunraku. Do they say Sunraku, but they probably say it slightly different than we say.
Probably.
Yeah.
A little faster.
It's like Jinwoo and Soul Loving, where it's like Joo.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, we're saying it wrong, but it's okay. It's how it's spelled. That was awesome. What was the other thing that happened like Guns Mark that I really loved? Oh, the scene with Belak at the beginning there.
That was hilarious.
That poor armor.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I need to test it, which that's going to end up being really cool.
Yes,
obviously.
He's got 3 minutes with armor.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be friggin' sweet. I love Belak was just like, why didn't you go do it on regular armor? I need to make sure it was on high level armor. And we all know that Sunraku is too much of a cheap bastard to go buy armor, so he's used Belak's.
He did. But I love when he's like, maybe we got overcharged, and then with the shopkeep who definitely overcharges.
Yeah.
And Mool's like, oh, she would never do that. And I was like, Mool.
She's not like her sister.
Yeah, I was like, Mool, come on.
Yeah.
But Mool is just fantastic.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, all the bunnies as always.
Yes,
the verbal bunnies might be one of the best parts. Top 3 best parts of the show, I think. Yeah, I'd say that.
I would agree. Absolutely. Top 5 things in the show. 5 would probably be music.
Yeah.
4 would probably be, I don't know. Number 1 is story.
2 is the characters, and 3 are the bunnies.
Yeah.
I put the bunnies aside. They're different.
No, definitely. Definitely. I think when I say characters, I mean like the
real people.
Yeah, the real people. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I mean. But yeah, this is another like get ready for the arc to kick off. But I am so excited for
4 would be the weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Items
in general. Yeah, let's go.
But I am very excited for the in-person thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be pumped. I think, they'll probably gonna have to tackle it after the Colossi event, right? Because they're going to that.
I don't know.
Now.
Shangri-La Frontier does a really good job of throwing things in the middle.
That's true.
They do Nelfin Hall in the middle.
That is really true. Interesting. Yeah. We'll find out how that goes. I'm curious to know they're gonna slip it in.
I feel like it might be just like an episode arc or an episode 2.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped to see that, especially them like beating the crap out of like whatever.
They're
going to become like famous.
Those poor gamers, those poor other competition kids, our competitors at that thing. They are screwed. They're in so much trouble right now.
Also, when he reads like why his friends can't make it, I can't remember the one guy's reason, but it's like the other one's like wife died or something.
Yeah, one's grieving.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh. How ridiculous!
Like, what an inconvenience time. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, man, you are a bunch.
Yeah,
your empathy is not big and
gone, non-existent.
But let's move on to the next anime. Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto.
I didn't realize it'd still be at the theme park, which I kind of liked.
Yeah, that's fun. Keeping that storyline going, and the storyline got even better. I thought I said the theme park was gonna be a 1-off episode, and they made it a 2-off, maybe 3-off, and it's way better than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it was great.
It's an arc.
This hard-boiled guy, which only makes me think of One Piece, obviously.
Yeah,
so hard-boiled.
So hard-boiled. I thought so when those two came on screen, they were funny. But I thought they were like, oh, you guys, like, you're not that detailed. Like, you're not, like, that interestingly drawn. Like Doppelganger has all his tattoos on his arm. I didn't think these guys were going to be that interesting. I thought they were going to be, like, more assassins just like the one they just beat. But lo and behold, he is amazing.
Yeah.
He is a spectacular character. He's
super funny.
The amount that he yells at that girl is like saying nice things, but also is like yelling at all. It's like, okay. And she loves him.
I know. And I'm really, I'm like, how old are you? How old is she? I do love the whole, like, him giving the backstory of him and Sakamoto and everything like that. But I love when he's like, we were best friends, blah, 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 blah. And then when Doppelganger guy is walking over with the letters, and he's like, who's that? And Sakamoto's like, I don't know. And even though he's been around him just talking to him the entire time.
Well, also, I think a lot of this is on Sakamoto because we get the cut to that scene where he's going over his glove later, and he's having food with both. So he kept hanging out with them.
I don't think he was hanging out with them. I'm assuming Sakamoto sat down first.
Either way.
I think they kept just being around him.
Yeah, well, yes, regardless. But remember Doppelganger's name.
He did. Well, that's true. That is true. He did. Yeah, actually, he remembers him very well.
Yes.
But I wonder if those guys were friends originally.
Maybe. Regardless, I do think part of this is just on Sakamoto. So.
I mean, he should have remembered him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But once again, in the classic, and Sakamoto makes fun of it when he describes his gun thing, like one's rocket punch or something. It's Super Ball and whatever. I'm just like, this show. I was like, they name everything They name everything like, which I find hilarious. I love it. Everything is like if a group of 10-year-olds. We're like, we're assassins.
Yep.
Here's our names.
Yep. I would be the legendary assassin.
Well, I can't even remember their name, the duo's name. It was something super dumb.
It was like hard boiled and.
It was boiled and oh, I don't know.
Fried, maybe?
No, it could have been. It might have been.
I don't know. I don't remember what her name was.
I gotta look it up.
I don't remember. But this, a good chunk of the episode revolved around that. They did, before we get to it, I'm just going to housekeep real fast. They did some nice talk no jutsuing that other assassin guy. I loved how...
Oh, that was super cute.
I loved how she was like, all right, are these knives poisoned? Yeah. Stab.
I'm
going to get rid of all this antidote unless you start talking. So that was fun. That was like kind and nice. The amount they sweated when the wife and daughter asked what was going on.
Oh, that was so funny.
Otherwise, most of this was the boiled and fried part episode. I couldn't find it. I could find boiled.
No, I thought it was first of all, his daughter's super cute. When she put the Band-Aid on, she's like, "Do you make him feel?" I was like, adorable.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, that guy got talking to Jutsu so hard, and then but he calls him weird, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then we learned that those two, like, they've killed
100 people, 100 marks. So like not just like out of battlefield killing people. They assassinated 100 people in that African war.
Yeah, there was some war. Yeah, and then I do like how they're like, all right, we've made it through everything. This is perfect. And they're like, nothing left. And they're like, look, the greatest haunted house in like all of Japan. And I was like, hilarious. And I love when you find out Chun-Li's. I remember her name eventually. Her actual name.
I probably won't.
She's like, I have to take my anxiety medicine. I was like, oh, okay. And then when she takes it again, I was like, wait. Is this just fucking alcohol?
Yeah.
It ended up just being alcohol.
Just straight up alcohol. She's got the classic Chinese Junkin fist.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was funny. When she just comes in, so whatever. Sakamoto and all of them get separated, and Shin goes in there, finds the wife and daughter still alive but knocked out, gets his butt kicked there for a second, and then just when she's monologuing, when Fried is monologuing, and just you see the foot go into her face, I was like, yes,
that was awesome.
Yes. And then one of the best parts was, I need you to start taking this seriously. So I'm going to start cutting him open if you don't start taking it seriously.
Oh, no, you have like every 3 minutes, she's got to touch her.
Something like that, yeah. And then Chun-Li's like, Oh, I can't do that. Bye, Shin.
Yeah, she's like, oh, she's like, I can't do that. And she starts to cry, and she's like, wait, now she's a sad drunk?
Yep. And then everyone's just like, crap.
Yeah.
Shin's like, no.
Yeah, I do love that woman is definitely over sexualized through the roof.
Oh, 1,000%, yes.
Not complaining about it, but
yeah, she's got no clothes on.
Yeah, I know, and she's always just like, "You're gonna get me off," or something. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah. And then the main fight is between Sakamoto and Boiled there, which of course it's one of those classic anime things where he doesn't win immediately, Sakamoto, because he's like too full of anger because he's too emotional or something like that. And then, as the fight goes on and you're getting the backstory with Boiled and all that and stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Valentine's.
Yeah, you're getting all that kind of stuff. And he's like, remember me. Bah! And then, of course, then, Sakamoto gets hit one more time. And then all of a sudden he's like...
Yeah, I don't know. You got punched
it's through the eyes of the guy.
You think that's what it is?
No, it's through the eyes of the guy. Yeah. He's like...
You didn't get the fat punched off him there?
He's finally, he's giving the aura of, old Sakamoto.
That would make sense, yeah. Well, yeah, he had that cool... I said I love it. I'm loving this in anime. It makes no freaking sense. What's all that bloodlust? Yeah. It's like what exactly is that? What is bloodlust that you're sensing exactly? But I love Boiled's attack. That's the sound of the balls bouncing off.
Super balls.
Yeah, those are
super
sick.
Something balls.
I don't care. I really don't. They're dumb names, but I love it how he's like. That was like, ooh.
And then he uses dynamite for his punches.
Yeah, dynamite. Yeah, he just propels his punch forward. Which makes no sense. Not at all, but neither does mind reading, doppelganger, whatever the hell Sakamoto does half the time.
That's true.
He blocked bullets with pencils.
No, those were chopsticks. Oh no,
no, he did with pencils. Yeah,
he caught a bullet.
He caught bullets with those. Yeah.
But both ridiculous.
Yes.
What I do like about this is I like how Chun-Li and Shin are separated.
Yeah.
And that Sakamoto doesn't need this. I'm hoping they can
handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They have the easier fight out of the two for sure. And Sakamoto can go full force. It was fun that he remembered the guy just based on how stupid the name was. Yeah. That was fantastic.
Yeah. It's a very good show.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's so much fun. This episode is actually I was a little worried about this show, but I figured it was gonna be it was like a Dragonball Daima. It's like I'm just gonna enjoy watching this at times. But I'm actually I'm really pumped for to see half the stuff that happens in this show.
I agree with you. There was going into this episode, I was kind of if I was ranking the anime we're watching right now, I'd probably put this 5.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I don't know about Zenshu.
I really like Zenshu.
Zenshu's good. I just don't know. I don't know if I liked him more than Sakamoto did.
I think I do. The story is so interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and it's just it got way more interesting in this episode.
Yeah, it did. This episode was a big pushover.
Yeah, I was I'm just very interested in and also we'll get to it. But very good. Oh yeah, no, this episode was awesome. I can't wait for next episode.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next anime, Dragonball Daima.
Yeah. Vegeta had I think I rewatched his entire fight scene and then in different pieces, at least 10 times, because Vegeta's fighting against these boobs was spectacular.
Timu Genyu Force.
The Demon Genyu Force there who suck. Who are so bad at what they do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Maybe they're hot shit when children Super Saiyans aren't around, or just regular Saiyan. There's when I knew it was gonna be great when they all started just running at Vegeta individually. He just knocked off the first two. But how I knew it was gonna be amazing was when the skinny guy pulls out a knife and a gun is doing all this and Vegeta just blasts him in the face. Yeah. And I was I rewatched that so many times.
It was the Indiana Jones scene where the guy has the 2 blades and Indiana Jones just shoots him. That's exactly what he's spin, and Vegeta just get away.
Oh, so good. They all had these different poses when they came in. I should have known. They actually got me for a second. Because when they all came in with different colored eyes and they're doing the different poses, for a second there, it's oh, okay, this might actually be the Ginyu Force. They might actually all be able to do a little bit of something or the other. And then they got me with that because then they were absolutely useless.
The eye thing definitely got me. Then when they did their poses and the one guy who was I think he was 5th,
okay,
or something, I can't remember, and he literally posed as a V. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, the Ginyu Force is insane. They did that insane posture.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I was just I don't know. When they just left it alone to Vegeta, I was like, oh, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy them. He did. It was great.
Goku and Piccolo were don't hold back, Vegeta, and he just immediately just beat the crap.
He was shooting fireballs there. First off, that fireball did nothing to Vegeta.
I know.
The first one that went down. And then the second one, what an absolutely ridiculous way to lose.
He just
It was
smacked
like,
his hand on the
yeah,
gas
yeah,
gun.
exactly. You hit my hand so hard I couldn't make a fireball anymore.
And then they're just like nice to him. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, guys.
Gohan shot off a insane Kamehameha wave to beat Cell with a broken arm. And you guys you can't take a stinger to the hand.
I was really hoping, do love the whole sequence with Goma and the third eye and everything like that. But I'm really, really, really hoping this has got to be ending soon. It's only I think it's 18 episodes in, so I think or 17. It's probably going to end at 21 or something like
Probably.
that. I really do this is a very solid show.
Yeah.
From beginning to end, they're not overdoing too much. They're not making us wait too much.
Yeah, no real
it's
waste.
just giving us this story, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I was really hoping that right when Goma shows up is when they get their adult bodies back. It'd just be so fucking funny
watching them wail on him.
It's just like he's like, oh, I got the third eye, and they're like Shinra just casting those adults. He's like, oh, I got the.
Uh-oh. Yeah, time to run away.
Yeah.
The third eye, the sequence of him getting the third eye out of the belt was great.
That was hilarious.
Eventually plunging it out.
The girl who's just Nami.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. He said I can take whatever I want.
Yeah. Hey, you're not gonna touch that. That's disgusting. He's like, I'll give you 50.
She had to push it in. He's like, go.
And then the whole sequence with Supreme Kai's brother stealing
He's a bitch.
Dendi. He is a bitch.
He's a bitch. I thought he was gonna be more than a bitch. I really did. And then he's pointing a gun at a kid. It was like, you suck.
Yeah,
you're a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that a hat defeated you.
Yeah, it was such a funny sequence because of course I'm like that's one part of watching the show is that the entire time you're like, man, if they were in adult form, this would be over.
They would if they were in adult form, they would be the new kings and they'd be the new kings of the demon realm.
Because if when he points a gun at Dendi there, Goku literally could have grabbed his hand immediately and just broke.
Yeah, it would have been fine. Would have been totally fine.
But he's like, first of all, I like how he's like Supreme Kai. He's like, first of all. I find it so funny. This guy's name is Deguso.
Yeah.
Degusu. And Supreme Kai's name is Supreme Kai.
Yeah. It's an important title that he does nothing with.
But
Goku even asked, what do you do?
I know.
It's like, what do we all like to know?
But he's like, I haven't seen you a millennia. I was like, damn. I was like, you're apparently your brothers.
Yeah, well, brothers, quote unquote.
Yeah,
they came off the same tree, running near each other.
But then Supreme Kai's like, you've always been like this. And I was like, you haven't seen each other in millennia, and you remember this?
I guess you don't. Once you're born off the tree, you never change.
Yeah, you just know everyone.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know.
And then Pansy comes in with a fly swatter, and then I saw the hat hit him, and I was like, don't tell me this kid threw that hat. That's just impossible.
Yeah.
And then it was Glorio. And I was
of course.
like,
I was like, that makes more sense. And then the kid was like, my head's cold.
that guy is ridiculous.
Missing the mark, buddy.
But I do. That's a good point. It's like, you're such a loser. You got beat by a jiggle hat.
I know. Oh, my goodness. That was fantastic.
I also like the girl pointed out. I was like, I had to give him my hat. My ex-boyfriend got me. I was like, what?
Why?
What a random detail.
Yeah, what an unnecessary detail.
Yeah,
but okay. I don't know. Demon people are weird. Now we're gonna have some power. Now we're gonna have a powered up Goma.
Yeah.
Which he looks like he actually got a solid power up.
Yeah, actually looks like
show.
it might be a struggle.
Yeah,
for
he actually
kids.
looks like a demon king now.
But that's why I thought it'd just be funnier if he'd powered up and he just turned the corner and then it was just like Goku was in just as an adult and then he's just like,
hey dude, I heard you're pretty strong.
Yeah, right. I mean, did hear that.
They did hear that.
Yeah.
They did hear that.
Yeah, but now I missed a few episodes. I will say, did the Majin beat?
Yes, they did.
I missed that episode.
Okay, yeah. The Majin.
How'd they beat him?
Okay, so she makes another Majin. The fat one.
The fat one. Yeah.
And the fat one beats it in combat, but then it has this insane secondary test where it's like, I'm going to flash you a bunch of numbers, and big numbers too. And you have to add them all, and you're only going to see them for half a second. And at the end, you have to tell me what they all add up to equal. And so he does it, and I'm like, and the fat one's big and strong and dumb, so he doesn't know. But the skinny one behind him he was smart enough, and he calculated out, and he whispered it to the big guy, and that's how they got the Dragon Ball. So now the doctor scientist professor lady,
doctor scientist professor.
I don't know. She
call her a witch.
Yeah, it was covered all. Well, she's a doctor, professor scientist. Has the first Dragon Ball.
Yeah, she has the first.
And she just showed up, right?
Yeah. There. So okay, I remember. I didn't watch that episode, but so first of all, that's good to know because Goku stands no chance beating that thing.
Being what?
If they had to fight it, Goku would have lost.
Why?
If its secondary test is calculated.
Oh yes, yeah, 100%.
Actually, the only person probably in their entire group that could possibly do it is Bulma.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, Goku was never gonna beat that.
Piccolo's not doing it.
Yeah, no.
Vegeta's not doing it.
No.
Maybe Piccolo.
Vegeta barely got past his own test.
Maybe Piccolo.
Yeah, maybe Piccolo.
Supreme Kai seems like a dork.
Yeah, you probably do it too.
I don't know. Bulma seems like the only one that could really do it.
Yeah, but only Vegeta. Probably only Goku, because Vegeta had to go into Super Saiyan 3 to beat the second one, and this one was stronger than that.
Goku still could beat it.
Goku would have had to beat it. Yeah,
but like he would have had the number whisper. Goku probably just would have been like, "What if I punch you hard enough? Is that going to give me the answer?
Give me the right number?" Yeah. So they got.
So they're probably going to fight the Majins there.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. Or Goma's going to show up. I don't know.
Well, also I want to know what like.
What's Glorio? No, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, I was like, what is Glorio's connection to Dr. Professor
Lady? I don't know. He's working for her, but like we don't know.
I don't know what
Yeah, Dr. Professor Scientist Lady.
Yeah, DPS.
I don't know. We don't know. We know that he's working for her, but we don't know what their end game is. We don't know what their wish is.
That's a good point.
I don't think we do, at least. I don't remember. So I really don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I want to know. Can you show me? I really want to know what the whole story is. And obviously we're gonna get it soon, but it's been such a good ride.
It is. Dragonball Daima rocks.
Yeah, it is. It's got intrigue.
All right, let's move on to the last anime, Zenshu. This episode was fantastic.
That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted failure. I wanted failure out of this, and I got it.
You knew it was coming right off the rip of the episode, though, because
she was getting too cocky
when she's like, "I'm basking in." Her thing where she's like what I can't remember. Here does with the first of all, what a great episode for Yunio.
Yeah,
he was on fire this episode.
Killing it.
I know.
Every time you turned around,
when her and Luke are in the kitchen, and he's like, different girl. Think of a different girl.
He's playing with the kids, and he's like, get off me.
I know. He's like, if you break my horn, our horns is the most important thing to unicorns.
That was great. This episode was very interesting. Well, yes, hubris at the beginning there. You definitely knew a downfall was coming. I was like, yes.
The baseball animation thing cracked me up, by the way.
That was good. That was really, really good.
Also, I can't remember their name, the princess.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I remember when she was running over, I was like, whoa.
She got jacked.
She is, ripped out of her mind.
Just like her dad.
That's true, yeah. But I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Muscle lady.
Yeah. She got absolutely jacked. And it's just funny, her voice with it, and it's just so funny.
Yeah, and she's still running the orphanage or doing the orphanage stuff and all that jazz.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of it. It's like Cat something. Or Survival Cat something.
I absolutely don't care.
They said it 1,000 times, so I can't remember.
I ignored it all.
The kids' sequence was absolutely hilarious.
The kids were great. I thought for a second there I got really like annoyed because I thought for a second it was gonna be a classic. Oh no, my MacGuffin's gone because the kids stole it. I have to go get it back episode. But they just like
Luke instantly.
Yeah, I was like nope, give me that.
It did crack me up when they're all just start popping out of the cart. They're like, what, Luke?
Yeah, Luke got some cool, very cool backstory
Justice.
On that this character I had no idea was a thing.
I didn't either.
But I'm already like, you're a pretty cool guy actually.
Yeah.
You're pretty
cool. You're a little bit of a perv.
Yeah, a little bit of a perv, but you're a pretty cool guy. You're pretty
cool. And your voice confused me at first if you were a man or a woman.
Yes. It probably would. If it was subbed, it probably wouldn't have confused us.
Oh, yeah.
Most
you
Dragon
can watch
anything.
It dubbed.
Yeah. What?
You can watch it dubbed.
I do watch it dubbed.
Oh.
How did you watch it? Oh.
Accidentally.
Oh. Okay.
It was one of those things like I was like 10 minutes in and I was like, oh, I'm watching the sub right now.
Oh. The voice was fine for me then.
Oh, okay. In the subbed, it's very like... I couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
I usually watch the show dubbed. But
yeah, so do I. Just because it's easier.
It is good dubbed.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, she's dubbed amazingly. So...
Well, the dub throws me off sometimes. Her voice does something else because it's Rudius.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I hope I didn't... It throws me off sometimes. I'm like,
Oh, the glass broke now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's funny. I didn't even recognize that.
Yeah.
That was cool though. I am gonna like this storyline that they're going with, in that she's very good at like fixing these characters and all that stuff, but she herself needs to be fixed still. And it showed it really well with the I can do it all myself attitude.
Yeah.
Which clearly isn't gonna work.
Nope.
Lo and behold. And it's
good for yeah. This looks like a good Wizard of Oz thing going on here.
Yeah, I think I could see that.
She didn't actually die.
Yeah,
this is probably all a figment of her imagination, stuff like that. And was it or not? But then she'll come back and be able to finish the movie at the end, which is a good storyline. Always.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
Be a different kind of isekai.
Yeah, we now have a antagonist or neutral thing that's pointing out that she's changing stuff.
Yeah, that was super interesting.
The bird, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, none of it's working, none of it's gonna work, blah blah. I was like,
ooh, hello.
So something also knows that she's
rewriting everything.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also that different voids are popping up that she's never seen before.
I like that, yeah. This new one, this bubble goo thing.
I know, yeah.
Crazy.
You're right, the Justice storyline is awesome.
The Dragon Boy, yeah,
and I want to know about the Magnum guy too.
Yeah, he was dead.
So there was 9 of them clearly.
Yes.
So we got Memel, Unio, the robot who's just
useless. He's done.
He fought in that one thing, but he's just funny. I don't know what you guys know. So wait, Unio, Memel,
robot.
Luke, robot, and then Justice, Magnum guy. So that's 7. So there's 2 more that we don't know about.
Yes,
because they're called the 9. So
that is correct. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder who they are. I wonder what happened to them.
So what I'm finding really interesting though is with the Justice's whole thing was really sad too. That didn't fly, and the Magnum guy died. I was like,
got ripped in half.
I was like, dang, dude.
Dang. These voids, they be messing you up. And now we have also adding a little bit more depression. There's a slum district with a bunch of prostitutes that are multiple, which would totally exist in this world. Oh, yeah. Our world, if that was real.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
100%,
it does exist.
Yeah, it does exist. Well, the furry thing would have been out of control.
Oh, my God, I know. Yeah, and it's just, like, depressing and sad, and they're like, oh, once all the voids are gone, we'll be able to fix this place. But I did like their thing, like, the light doesn't touch here. It's like, all right, Mufasa.
Yeah, that was like, okay, guys, calm down.
But they're helping all those kids now.
That's nice. That is fun. That's really fun.
That's good. Her running back and forth with the kids.
That was really good.
She was cracking
Luke getting all jealous now over Justice.
Yeah, I know. I love that's Union was just he was just on fire this episode because like every time you saw Luke with like he'd be like
that was great, and then it was really that whole Mr. Samurai drawing guy getting ripped to shreds.
Yeah, that was the main point of this episode, which was like,
I'll do it myself, and it didn't work.
It was first of all, Samurai guy was awesome.
Sorry, of course it was sick.
Yeah,
but she really should have let Luke just scout that one out.
Yeah, they should have scouted that out ahead of time because they didn't know what it was. It was eggs, which immediately if you see eggs. If you immediately see eggs, you should immediately be like, okay, whoa.
Yeah.
This could be a dinosaur. This could be who knows what this is.
I thought for a second it was gonna be like kids in there or something like that. She was gonna start killing kids, but that was a little too dark for the show. That was a little too dark for the show. So I thought it was really the goo thing. It was just a really cool way to do another monster, like a goo monster. So I think it's gonna be a good amount of learning. I think someone might die, possibly.
Well, that's the whole thing that makes it super interesting is that the parrot bird thing, weird thing in the tree, vulture, whatever, was like, it's not changing anything you're doing. It's like, I'm like, oh my God. That the whole thing is like to prevent Luke from going
crazy,
Kaladin mode.
Yeah.
Like that for people who don't read Stormlight Archives, depressed. Like, and apparently something here might. What if Memel dies?
When Memel dies. Yeah, that'd be we could lose Memel. We lose Memel. We lose Unio.
Whoa!
I'm saying it could happen.
They
were both slated to die already.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want Unio. Oh, that's true. It's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
Oh, if Unio died, that would really hurt the show for me.
Yeah, that would.
Because Unio is such a great character.
We're only 5 episodes in, too, aren't we?
I really do like the show. Yeah. I think it's just very interesting. I think it's like it's fresh and different, but also I'm like, I didn't think I'd like the story so much.
Yeah,
that's the thing that's like throwing me off. I'm like, ooh, the story is incredibly interesting.
Yes,
it's kind of like the solo leveling thing where it's like, I thought solo leveling was just gonna be like, fighty, punchy, blah blah blah, but I was like, oh, this story is actually super deep and detailed.
A lovely slice. I love it.
Yeah,
more please.
So I'm really enjoying everything we're watching.
Yeah, that was just the episode though. There wasn't too. Was there anything else I'm missing?
No, there's just save the kids. Then there's a whole, like you said, like, juxtaposition of, she's like, I can do everything alone, which fit her in her previous world where she's like, I can do everything alone. Oh, the beginning of the episode was funny. She was like,
torturing that girl.
Which is like, draw me your first love. It was really funny. Weird.
I'm thinking that Zenshu there, or whatever her name is, doesn't really know what love is.
Well, first love was Luke.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. There you go.
I did like that little call out in the show. They're like, "Oh, this won't bomb like Tale of the Perishings," and the guy's like, "Oh, that's impossible."
We have to really try to do that.
Yeah, but it's a great show. All right, and now we're moving on to the manga section.
Let's
so
go.
if you don't read One Piece and don't want to be spoiled by One Piece, then stop listening and go read and come back and listen.
This is chapter 1138.
Yes. Wow.
Holy crap on a cracker.
Oda's crazy.
Oda's a madman, and I love him for it. Dude, this guy, he is such a good writer.
Yes, he's so good. He knows his fans really well, too.
Yeah, he does.
Because, like, first off, if you're listening a long time, listening to the podcast, a long time ago, I read a thing that Shanks might be a celestial dragon. And I pitched it on the podcast. You weren't totally against it, but you were like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If, let's be real, that's all One Piece theories.
It's true.
It could be.
Yeah, could be. Who knows?
I'm still waiting to find out. Still waiting for Kid to be announced as Vegapunk's kid.
Yes, yeah.
It's 100% that's what it is.
It has to be.
And then that was confirmed in the episode before this, but with Fingerling Shamrocks.
Yes.
Which is like, what a One Piece character name.
I know.
Also, what's with his partner's ability?
The arrows?
Yeah, it like shows where her attacks are coming, but she can change them.
I don't know.
It was just really weird.
I don't know. I'm sure it's a devil fruit we'll understand more when we actually have to fight it more. But I actually have no idea. Yeah, I remember what you're talking about. I have no idea. And then she was making a literal arrow plane.
Oh yeah.
At the end there.
Oh, yeah.
The literal one. I was like, I don't understand your power at all.
Loki's definitely not dead.
No, absolutely.
I also hate that Vegapunk's technically not dead.
Yes.
That was so stupid. Like, oh, we have his body here. I was like,
lovely.
Just in case, I was like, Oda, can you kill anyone?
No, he doesn't like doing it. Ace. You can kill Ace.
Ace and Baku's not dead. There's someone else who died.
Big Mom, Kaido, maybe?
They're not dead.
You don't think?
We didn't really see them die.
That's true.
It's so Oda. They're like, no, there's someone else. There's Ace. Oh my God, there's definitely other people, right? Tom did
Nami's mom.
Nami's mom.
Or whatever.
Who didn't she get referenced in recently?
Did she?
No, remember when because like Nami's like, you just trust Shanks and everything. He's like, and then Luffy's like, yeah, same with like Belle Marie or whatever. And then he like said her name completely wrong.
Yeah.
And Nami's like, what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
There's gotta be other people. A kid in law.
Oh, Smile Girl's dad.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was a big one. That was horrible.
That was really bad. That was sad.
The one time Oda kills somebody, it's like
sounds like incredibly sad when it happens.
Yeah, I know. This poor little girl. Kill off Vegapunk, the character we barely know.
Who has, 5 copies of himself? Like, that are all still alive? Yeah. Maybe not. No, yeah, they're all still alive. Yeah.
Is Edison still alive?
Edison's still alive. Cause
they were in the junkyard.
They make the fucking super Vegapunk.
Yeah, once again. Couldn't have them all die.
Yes.
Thank God, Edison's our boy, though. So.
Edison's our man.
Yeah,
Edison's
but
man. They're up in the sky.
So the main thing in this chapter was
the Harley.
Yeah, Robin Lee reads the Harley, which is like pretty much Elbaf's Bible.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Well, okay, so no, let's before we get to that, let's deal with the smaller stuff.
Yeah.
Fingerling Shamrock. They're giving up on Loki
and going to someone else.
I don't know what they're going after. They want to go kidnap kids, and they're going to call someone else in to help them.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. They're going to call in another knight, probably.
Yeah,
and they're going to go kidnap a bunch of giant kids.
Well, they're douchebags.
Yeah, facts, yeah. But his sword, Cerberus.
Yeah. Cool
name. If I remember what I read right, it's a sword that ate the Cerberus fruit. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
Inanimate objects eating.
I forgot about that. Was that a thing?
That's a thing, yeah.
What else did that?
There's I don't know if it was actually in the anime or not, or if it's just on cover stories. I can't remember because the guy I follow talks about it. There's a gun that ate the dog fruit, or a cannon that ate the dog fruit, and it's like a cannon dog.
There's an owl ate the grow fruit and makes bugs huge. So.
That's true. Yeah. So the sword ate the Cerberus fruit. That's why I can do that. Which is funny because, interesting because he has his sword is named Cerberus. and Shanks is named Griffin.
Oh, mythological creatures.
Mythological stuff. Yes.
It seems like Shanks could easily kick this guy's ass.
Yeah, his sword seemed kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's like cool to see, and you're like, oh, Cerberus, cool name, and all this kind of stuff.
But it's
like
with a sword in its mouth that fly at you.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I feel like Shanks could obliterate that.
I know. Yeah, so do I.
I don't think he's gonna make it to Shanks.
I doubt it. If he's sick if that happened, but I doubt it. Yeah, I think Luffy's gonna beat his ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or Luffy's gonna do the annoying thing where it's like, I can't punch you. You look like someone I love.
Well, I don't know.
You don't think he's gonna do that?
I don't think so. I think
maybe
that's
Luffy has punched a lot of people he loves.
I think that's what we think is gonna happen.
Yeah, Luffy
but
has
I think Luffy's gonna be like, I think Luffy might just be mad he looks like Shanks.
That could be it. Yeah.
He's like, you're giving Shanks a bad name.
That is the gist of what everything he said in Elbaf recently. Just like, Shanks is so cool. Even if it was Shanks, he probably wasn't Shanks.
Yeah, I know. And I love everyone's like, well, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, why not? Oh, my goodness. So they're off to kidnap kids now. Very sad. Loki's definitely not dead. I actually felt really bad for Loki during this whole sequence because he's just like, shit.
I would if we didn't know Loki's backstory.
Do we really know Loki's backstory, though?
Yeah, he was awful.
Was he really him, though?
Why would that have not been him?
Because with all One Piece shit, it's usually like I'm assuming that Loki's backstory, that we've been told, is not correct.
By the giants who experienced it?
They didn't see it happen.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about him killing his dad.
And all the people.
That's bad. That is bad. Yeah. That's definitely not probably what happened. Something else happened. He was a piece of shit before that. They said he would use his princely ability and be horrible to all the citizens.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, he was an absolute piece of garbage.
What's one bad noble turn around? You know?
He was horrible.
That's one bad noble turn around.
They all hated him.
Vivi used to work for Crocodile.
Wasn't she doing that as a spy?
I don't remember.
Yeah, she was doing it as a spy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, Loki's a bad dude. Loki's a bad dude.
Yeah. Luffy likes him, so that's okay with me.
Luffy doesn't know if he likes him.
That's good enough for me.
Did you just skip the part where he was like a horrible piece of shit?
I actually forgot about it. I totally forgot about it. Yeah. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, that's how I was like, wait, what?
Completely forgot.
Like, how do we know if he did it? I was like, because they literally said it.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
He definitely didn't kill his dad. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I think because it's just too on the nose. Like, no one saw it happen.
Yeah.
Well, no, he also did stab Chief. The chief with the sword in the head.
Yeah,
he did stab that guy.
I'm gonna go with my running theory on that is that when that happened, the chief's brains got scrambled, and he does not know what actually happened.
Maybe
he thinks he's still alive because of his helmet. He's got a sword.
I do love.
I think
Luffy always points it out. I was like, he's like, but they gotta have this helmet. Luffy's like, they didn't do anything.
Luffy's pointing it out.
Yeah. I do agree with you because like just the fact that like no one really saw it.
Yeah,
it's a classic One Piece like. Or it could once again be Oda being like, that's what you think, classic One Piece thing. But actually it is just this.
Yeah. I still feel bad for him though
also,
because
Loki just constantly says, I'm going to destroy the world.
What does that mean?
What the heck
What does that mean though? Is he just going to remake the world?
That is just as bad.
Yeah, what does that mean though? He's going to destroy the world?
What am I watching recently? Yeah, Kingpin. That's Kingpin's motto in Daredevil and Hell's Kitchen. You're like, I'm just remaking Hell's Kitchen into a better image.
Yeah, well.
By killing innocent old ladies.
Yeah, well. He hates celestial dragons, so he can't be all bad.
Doflamingo hated celestial dragons.
Yes.
Did he?
No.
No.
He wanted to be a celestial dragon.
Kaido hated celestial dragons. He definitely
Kaido hated everyone, though.
Loki hates everyone, too.
And celestial dragons.
I don't understand. Why do you like Loki?
I don't know.
He's clearly awful.
He seems kind of fun. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably fun, but he's awful.
I'm not getting Doflamingo vibes off of him right now.
No, well, no one's got Doflamingo. No one's more evil in all of One Piece except for Celestial Dragons and Doflamingo, who is a Celestial Dragon. He's easily like one of the most evil characters in the entire show.
That is true. He is pretty evil.
Even after he got captured and everything, he just laughed about it.
He's pretty evil. Yeah. I'm not getting Kaido vibes out of him though either.
I could see him having like a redemption arc, but like.
I just want to know. I want to know what his full backstory is first.
That he was a piece of shit.
If I want to see what happened with his dad and all that stuff. Why was he a piece of shit? What was his home life like?
I don't care. I don't care, Margaret. Like he's clear. I mean, I do like the one thing I will like excited about is that like he does. Well, I mean, he did show careness towards the animals they were killing because they were his. He didn't care if they died because they're like, well, kill this animal if you don't help us. And he was like, go ahead.
Yeah,
but he didn't.
His argument was like better dead than serving you guys.
Yeah,
like
and he wants to get revenge for them and
yeah.
Kill those guys, which would be interesting. Who did he propose to again?
One of the twins. It was either Chiffon or Lola.
Chiffon or Lola.
The mob boss's wife.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he proposed to the one that ran away that Luffy met in Thriller Bark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like Big Mom's kid.
Yes.
I think it's the one that ran away.
Okay.
Because she didn't want to marry Loki.
Yes.
Which I'm very confused on.
So that's what's interesting to me. This is where the only thing I might give some weight to your theory that he wasn't so bad. However, they describe him as a horrible person before the King thing. Is I was like, didn't Loki like leave the island and like do things?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because like before, like Loki didn't seem, and like images in the past and stuff, he seemed like he wasn't that bad.
Yes, yeah, they didn't really make him out to be a terror.
No, and now it's like he's a terror. I will say this: thank God for Cullen, the kid giant who literally like tried to take Luffy's head off with his super hot mom who somehow reproduced with a human. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that works. Hopefully that guy had the grow fruit or something. Cause I don't know how. I don't know how that works. But anyways,
days and days of filling up enough.
Yeah, she's super hot, but whatever.
Yes.
How like all the fucking Elbaf giants are now gigantic pussies. Like
none of them are none of them are oars anymore. It is cool to know that oars and these giants are in essence the same. Just like these giants are diluted down, which is like cool because
oars was like an ancient giant.
Ancient giant was like cool. I always thought oars was just like monster. Like,
yeah, that's true.
As opposed to a giant, which is cool. I don't know, very cool.
I agree. Like it's a good thing. It's like the king who they all like loved, King Errol, I think it was.
Sure.
Was like, instead of waging war with these countries, we should be trading with these countries. Great point. Very cool. If this was the real world, your Vikings and your giants, you should be going out and pillaging.
Yeah.
But so all those kids were like, we don't like violence.
Yeah.
The spell with a Y.
Yeah. I wonder if like. Running with we don't know Loki's backstory fully yet.
We know a good chunk of Loki's backstory.
Talking about with regards to the king.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Because like the same reason Wano is closed up tight right now. Like if the king, what if the king was working with the Navy and the Celestial Dragons? Like if you open up to the world, you let the Navy in.
That'd be an interesting twist, actually.
Yeah,
if the king was just trying to pussify the giants.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
to make them less of a threat.
Yeah, very possible. I don't know.
That's not really One Piece vibe though. Like I like it's like Oda does like they're like we're just friends.
Yeah, true. But like
maybe he was trying to
even if it was just like even if my running theory is like even if it was a natural thing the giants were doing, just like getting like more complacent and like not warlike, opening it up. It's the opening up to the world is that throwing me off because Wano didn't do that for a specific reason, and it's because they didn't want the Navy coming in.
That's true.
So I wonder if like that it seems like the Giant King, if he did that, the Navy was going to be all up in their biz. And Elbaf seems to be like a repository, which will connect us really well to the next part. It seems like a repository for ancient knowledge.
Yeah, they wouldn't want people at Elbaf for sure. And I don't know how the teleportation thing works for the Gorosei, because apparently
it happens wherever they want it.
Or like, what if it's locations they've been to before?
Yeah, exactly. Or like, what if the symbol's already drawn there because that's how the king was talking to the celestial dragons?
Because they teleported inside
the castle.
Yeah, so maybe it's places they've been to before.
Yeah, or been to before. Yeah. No, they have someone has to draw the symbol. So maybe
that's what
yes. Sorry, yes.
So they got there and they made the symbol.
Yes.
So maybe the celestial dragons showed up and they're like, you got to work with us. We got to destroy. Oh, maybe they were like, we got to cut down this tree.
Oh, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
We got to destroy these murals, blah, blah. And he was like, fuck you guys, no way. And Loki was there too. And he was like, yeah, fuck you guys, no way. And then they killed his dad.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And then they blamed it on him.
Yeah, maybe possible. Very possible, yeah.
Because they realized if they just killed his dad and they found out, the giants would revolt against.
That'd be bad.
Yeah. And now they're just like, oh, we hate this kid.
Yeah. Tie him up. Maybe, yeah. That'd be good. That's a good theory. I like that theory.
Yeah,
What's wrong with it?
It actually makes so much sense because they teleported inside the castle.
Yeah.
And why would they do that if they were going to look through Loki and they know the castle's just...
They're on totally different levels.
And everyone knows that the castle... Well, they didn't know where Loki was. That is true. They did not know where he was. But everyone who has knowledge of the giants knows the castle's not used.
Yeah, it's true.
So why would they teleport inside the castle?
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah, so maybe that's like they had to teleport right there.
Maybe that's it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he definitely didn't kill his dad. It's just too on the nose.
Yeah, it really is. Like when is ever a backstory about a character, the backstory about the character that we're told, you know? So That's interesting. Anyways, let's get to the real thing already.
Yes.
Was the Harley text from this, which is actually two different things technically. The Harley text is the book, and then the internet's also calling the graffiti, quote unquote, by children the Harley as well.
Oh, that's I know. Yeah, the children in the Void Century.
Fantastic. That is so cool. There's so much to unpack with all these texts. The internet's going to be doing. The internet has been on fire since Oda posted this.
I know. Yeah.
They've just been like overanalyzing it, reanalyzing it, like over and over.
One Piece is so awesome.
One Piece is amazing.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
Yes.
Because I did screenshot it. Okay, so we got the two dragons fighting each other in the past.
Yes. So that the serpent one on the ground with the line on it. I saw people theorizing that is, they call it, that it's the, it's a symbol for the red wall.
Ah, the red wall. Okay.
That splits the world in half, and that's what. I don't know. There's a lot of different speculation on this, but it's supposed to be like some fire serpent or something like that. So the line is the red wall, and the red wall is it split the world, and that's like one of the things they say in there that they never shall meet again.
Ah.
And then
a flying dragon.
That I don't know what that's supposed to be.
And then you got clearly what is Noah's Ark.
Yes.
Clearly, there's two animals of the same kind, two humans of the same kind, two animals of the same kind, and an angel.
Well, yes, it's the Noah.
Yeah. Yes, from
Fishman Island.
Yes. And
which was used to save everyone from which makes sense now because it was used to save everyone from the world sank.
Then there's this factory going on here. What'd you see about that?
Those are slaves.
I assume.
Slaves, something to do with this praying to the sun or doing something with the sun. I'm not 100% sure about that one. Everyone was like,
that seems like something that has to do with Kaido, right? That would make the most sense.
You think this is all
this is
present
past
stuff?
This is past stuff.
Yeah,
but so just like the industrialization of like people trying to recreate like the sun.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, it could be definitely that.
Because it's like
trying to get the mother.
Because they're coming out of the
flame.
factory and they're slowly moving the mother flame or whatever into this boat.
Yes.
And then that's definitely Emu.
No, everyone's thinking that might be the king of like the great king at the time, and that.
Are you telling me that's not going to be Emu again?
That's Emu. I interpreted this all as this one was the one that happened in this was the first battle. I interpreted this text as I interpreted that entire slate as one thing.
Well, the third world was supposed to be the third world. It was supposed to.
I don't think the third world is depicted in there.
Okay. Well, Emu is. I'm pretty sure this is Emu.
The big evil thing.
I think that's Emu also. Emu's been around forever.
Okay, so you think this spans the first two battles? This entire text?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was just been around forever.
Yeah, I imagine Emu's been around since the first fight. That's the ruler of the world.
Oh yeah, because it's got the old robot.
Yeah, Emmett.
Yeah. This is what
that's why I thought it was.
That's what I was talking about. That little furry dude. Looks like a mouse.
Yes.
Because that is definitely...
Because up there, people were talking about that might be the fox.
Yeah, that's the mink. The mink. Isn't that Stormlight also?
Yes, yeah.
So
we have the entire world on this slate fighting against Emu.
I do also love this. Wait, what is this?
The Lunarians are in there too.
So that's Poseidon, but then there's like a fish, and then there's like a bee? That might be those short people.
It's the dwarves.
The short people that are from Doflamingo's place.
Dressrosa, yeah.
And then like these,
and they have the whales in there.
I do enjoy these like soldiers who are definitely doing nothing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the great armies. Yeah,
just about to get their ass kicked.
Wano is in there too because we see their whatever, their striped flag color thing is on one of the ships.
This one, with a ninja star with a shuriken.
Okay, no. So but right. Oh yeah, with the ninja star. Yes, you're right. Yes, with the shuriken. I didn't even see the shuriken before. Yeah. And then above that, I believe is supposed to be Vivi's people. Because that's a ship from Alabasta, I think.
Alabasta. There's a bunch of ships with stripes and nonsense. Gosh dang it, Oda, you son of a gun. You would give us the most crude-looking drawing ever, and it all means stuff. There's rain from the sky.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, yeah.
There's a whale.
Yeah, the whale, like with like Lampoon. Those are whales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder what that is.
Let me see. That right there? That's a Lunarian.
Oh,
That's King's people.
Yep.
Which I want to see more of. There better be some more. They're supposed to live on. I think they were supposed to live on top of the red wall. It'd be really cool if they were. And then
what's that?
I have no idea.
What's that person? They got something going on there too.
No idea. Then we also have
to unpack.
Yeah, we also have flying ship that Eneru had. We have the mother tree or world tree. Right
in the middle. Yep.
Yeah, from Elbath or from there's two trees in this world. There is I don't remember where this came up, but there's Elbath tree. And then there's this, I actually think it's called the mother tree, and it grows like all the way through the red wall and into Mirijwa.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be like possibly the thing that helped make devil fruits. We're not 100% sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
There was a weird internet. I'm not really clear on that with the internet. The text is really interesting too, because I've seen people alluding to like the text having multiple meaning in that. So let's jump to the third world, and it says the two shall surely meet again. And some people are theorizing, like, is that going to be Nika and Emu, or is it going to be, because this is supposed to be the final battle,
yes.
Is this going to be the red wall breaking and the grand line breaking and the all blue forming?
That would make so much sense.
Yeah.
Within the chaos there was emptiness. The inconvenient remnants recall the promised day and heard the voice of the half moon.
The half moon is Joy Boy.
Okay. And then the sun god dances and laughs, guiding the world to its end.
Yeah.
The sun
Luffy's going to end the world. That was it's the prophecy with the Fishman Island burning and stuff.
Yeah.
Being destroyed.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
Luffy. I think Luffy's going to trigger the world ending, but I think it's going to either cause the water to recede or something else. I don't know. It probably all matters. It probably all will be clear once we get to
the sun returns and brings a new morning, and then they will surely meet.
Yes, and that's supposed to be.
I can see that being.
That's supposed to be the all blue forming.
I can see that being all blue.
And then the second Harley of the second world is just Joy Boy's stuff, because it ends with the world pretty much drowning or being destroyed by the ocean.
Yes. Within the void there was breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of the war.
Yeah. So the half moon.
Those of the half moon dreamed though.
Oh no! Wait, the half moon isn't Nika. The half moon isn't Joy Boy. The half moon is the Will of D people.
Oh,
because it's
because of what?
Because it looks like a half moon. It's a D.
Ah, that makes sense. Those of the half moon dreamed. Those of the moon dreamed.
The moon, I think, is supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, well, they're the moon people. I don't know.
Yeah. Man killed the sun and became god, and the sea god stormed, and they will never meet.
Or let me see that again.
It's a smaller text.
And they will never meet. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That is written as what was happening at the time.
Yeah. So I imagine that was the end. I don't know. I interpret that one as Joy Boy and Emu never meeting again.
I don't know.
I don't know either. There's so much to unpack in that text. Go online and look that one up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. Someone's got to put a video out there going detailed on it.
Yeah. Well, some of the people I've already been watching have been.
Nice.
It's I'm pumped. I'm so pumped for it. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be so sick. This was anytime it happens every time we're in One Piece. Anytime you get any even smidgen of lore, the entire community goes nuts, and for good reason.
Yes.
Because lore is the hottest commodity in One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be. I hate the kids that get to watch. Actually, you know what? I don't hate the kids that get to watch this all completed in the future, because they could easily have what the One Piece is spoiled for them, or what the
they probably
history
will.
is
They probably will.
for them, because
it's probably you're gonna have to have after the One Piece is revealed and we find out what it is and the show ends, and we'll all cry and be super sad.
Yes.
It's gonna have to be 10 to 15 years before someone wants to start it. They don't know what it is.
Yeah, they don't know what it is. Yeah, it has to go down into the class. It has to hit Cowboy Bebop of way better show than Cowboy Bebop, but it has to hit that level of everyone talks about Cowboy Bebop, but no one tells you what happens in it.
Yeah. Yep. Or Naruto and stuff like that, where it's I did get Jiraiya spoiled for me, but if you didn't if I didn't get that, I didn't know anything else about what happened.
Yeah, that's
I
true,
wouldn't know anything. I was because it was by the time I watched it, it was so already it was so late in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think I have a theory that when One Piece ends, the final episode of One Piece anime might be the most watched television show episode ever in the history of time.
I could see that easily being a thing.
Yeah, I don't
easily, no problem. It's broken all the other records.
Yeah.
It's broken all the other shit.
Yeah,
it broke Crunchyroll every time when they dropped the Joy Boy shit
like-
or Joy Boy the Luffy's Sun God form, and that
Gear
was
5.
like whatever. Yeah, Gear 5. Yeah, and that was
that
whatever.
was 1,000% whatever.
Yeah,
That might be one of the biggest disappointments ever.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah. Once again, Gear 5 is awesome.
Yeah,
And
it's
One Piece is great, but that was overhyped.
yeah, 100%.
And that was due to the manga people, let's be real.
yeah,
And the media part of it.
They
too.
really fucked that one.
But the manga people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, guys, you've seen better stuff. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I
It's
know.
fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. But One Piece is awesome.
Yes.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.